world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live. I'm here inside the apartment, you know what I'm saying, with the dogs, with 3 dogs left, Trace, after having 6 at one time. We have some right here that are just begging for attention, you know what I'm saying? And we have one over there that's taking care of themselves, so I'm gonna just be there for this one and be cool, you know, because I've been looking to do a lot, you know. I've been looking to do a lot, but you know, I do these videos as reminders for myself because this whole life thing is very deep, and sometimes we can be forgetful and hard-headed as well. So I don't know. I do these videos to help remind myself and remind others and help others to be real with y'all. Because whenever I do start speaking on these videos, that's why it's our power, because it's like we're sharing now, like wisdom, knowledge, whatever you want to call it, experiences, and you know that that requires something of us to give that in the first place. You know, just instead of just being quiet to ourselves, isolated, silent, 24/7, not having anything to say at all, but yet we're consuming so much. You know, something isn't up, something isn't right, something is up, you know. So that's the point I'm making about that. So I do these videos to at least show that I'm doing something. I'm not just rotting away like a vegetable, consuming, you know, and not putting out anything. And yeah, so that's what I do. I'm able to connect the dots to a lot of different things because, you know, there's so much every single day we want to do. You know, like for me, when I'm waking up, I'm meditating with some herbs. You know, I'm outside with the dogs at the dog park, walking around. You know, sometimes I'll be in the gym here. Sometimes I just do a video. Sometimes, you know, I'll just go to Whole Foods and, you know, network on the technology up there while I'm uploading and creating videos, you know, and charging up and having a smoothie or some water or whatever. You know, so there's a lot of different early day starters. Sometimes I'm just starting out serving, you know, serving food, you know, Postmates, DoorDash, whatever. Sometimes I'm lighting. Sometimes I'm just cleaning up the apartment, you know, from all the hairs and stuff from the dogs and just dirt and stuff. Just cleanliness, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different startups every day. Bless you. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey, you always do this stuff. Now I'm about to ruin another gallon of water. But yeah, like, you know, that's why I'm doing these, you know, to stay on focus, because sometimes when we're not doing a video at all, you know, like we get real deep in our thoughts and we're thinking way too much, a lot. And I'm overcoming this. I'm working on this, and I've come a good ways, but I'm still in the process of it, you know, because there's a lot of factors at hand, a lot of different possibilities at hand, and honestly, at least having some room to breathe and still accomplish things is something that I'm pushing towards, you know, to have a calmer heart rate and health, you know, to where I can just knock these out and be cool, because yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to look like. I do see and visualize, you know, being happy with, you know, the divine, pure reflection of myself as a woman, you know. But my part, I know I'm getting super deep there, but you know, I do desire to be, you know, obviously reunited with my twin flame, you know, my divine reflection, whatever you want to call it, you know, just that one, you know. And I'm aware that I must continue to work and build myself internally, the love for myself internally first, you know, and keep establishing myself. So that's that. I do have books given to me as gifts that I don't have like any reading in it so far, to be honest, because to be real with y'all, I never really I don't know. Reading is an acquired subject, task, whatever you want to call it. It takes patience and time, and it really hasn't been something I've always been super into. But I can see the value in it, of course, because especially if there's people out there with a whole lot of money and maybe they recommended or they did it or whatever, then maybe it's helpful for me also to touch base with the books I have, to really gain new perspective of things, because sometimes when we're just straight up pioneering the way and we want to shut everything out, it can be a little scary and daunting, to be honest, because while you're forgetting a lot of voices and sounds, some of those still pop up, some of those still appear in our life, and some things are still going on that we literally can't change or control. Like we can, it's just, you gotta go another route. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm saying at this present moment, you know, for me to go and check out some mango slices from the down the street gas station, it requires some compensation, you know what I'm saying? Unless somehow magically one moment in time or whatever, things change and it's just for free, or if I go in and walk out without nobody looking or whatever, and no, I'm talking about the straight up way, where we're all on the same page, nobody's prosecuted, nobody's accused, nobody's stealing, nobody's taking, none of that. Right now it requires compensation, money, none of it's common sense. But to be honest, sometimes while on this awakening journey, it will feel like we're going crazy and losing our mind because we'll be working so hard and smart too. And we just desire to be done with money, to forget all about money and just to be taken care of, to be able to walk without having to think or worry or stress about money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm aware I'm bringing up some trouble, some problems, some hurt, some pain, some complaints, whatever you want to call it, but it's healthy because I'm getting off my chest, to be honest, because I'm at a space where it does feel very uncomfortable. When you have someone that you so-called, do that you where we so-called we love each other, and boom, silence. They leave you, whatever, and that's a toxic relationship. That hurts in a way. But then at the same time, it's like, what else am I supposed to do when it's gone? When that's out of my control. Stay strong. That's the best thing I can say. Stay strong, because otherwise you start picking up on everything else. And you're like, oh, okay. I start seeing certain things. Of course, we don't know everything, but just certain little signals about interacting with people, maybe as friends, lovers, whatever, and they don't want to be bothered, then that's something from us that we've got to work on, because I've noticed in my life that happens and it feels very uncomfortable because it's like, they don't want to talk. There must be something why. You got to figure out that reason why, I mean, it's subjective to every person's unique experience, what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it also does send a message, though, especially if they're really close to you and maybe y'all ended up on bad terms or something happened, y'all having a little space or whatever, and maybe that's just saying to work on ourselves more. That's what I intuitively feel, because, if I want to go up to another one, you know what I'm saying? It's no problem, but it's like, at the same time, it still may feel forced, it still may feel rushed, it still may feel inauthentic in a way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just understanding the situations, and not mixing the things, not thinking that, oh, boom, with the snap of a finger, I have $1 million inserted in my bank account. Oh, do I see it? No, I don't see any notifications on PayPal about that. Yes, of course, I'm sure there's probably instances where maybe some people, or maybe I, at some point in time, will have the opportunity to come. But that's with me seeking it, me being in alignment, me, being in that process of growing, that's what this whole awakening, I guess, thing is just to wake us up. Because part of me is like, wow, I just desire to, become healthier within myself, be in love, be in a loving, monogamous relationship, to be financially stable. Doesn't mean I gotta be, over the top or anything, but just stable, and to be having a community. And that's what this whole thing has been doing with me. And I guess I'm grateful for it because, it's reminders day after day, for the electricity bill, for the light bill, all the stuff is a big illusion, and we're aware of that. And I guess we have the option and choice to choose how we want to live. Some people don't want a car, some people don't want a house or an apartment or anywhere to live or any of that. And some people just, I don't know how they do it. They live off the grid. I don't know where or how people do it. You know what I'm saying? They live homelessly or whatever. I've been there in a way, but I knew it wasn't right for me. You know what I mean? Incarceration, it wasn't right for me. I even had people in jail saying, bro, you don't belong in here. You don't belong in here. You don't belong in here. Not in a way for me to be scared, but in a way that they recognize how, I'm worthy of freedom. You know what I'm saying? I'm worthy of freedom. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So when I went in there, my experience in there, for the short time I've been in there, you're zapped of all freedom. You know what I'm saying? And like, being behind bars, behind a cell or whatever, watched, supervised like that, like an animal, it sucks for me. And that's my own personal truth, The beauty of it I get from it is that I realize that I'm worthy of freedom and I'm worthy of living a life away from that, So that's the beauty I get from it. And I can see that from other people so they can get out as soon as possible. But for me, I learned to not go back there, and there's a lot of things to learn about life, because it's crossing worlds and going to the unknown, all this stuff, because part of it's like, oh, wow, I'm doing this phenomenal thing about, eating healthy, and saving the environment and the animals and whatnot, eating what our body is designed to eat, living the way our body is naturally supposed to live, freely, without apartments, without phones, without all this stuff, and the stuff just makes sense. There's no tension, there's no external distractions interfering. It's just a resonance and a fluidity, and at the same time, I like to travel and really see what it's like around the world, to be honest. Because I haven't been out of the world yet. On a deeper level, yes. Do I remember it? Sometimes. Am I doing it now? You can say that technically. It says I've been born here in the United States. So, but on deeper levels, I can feel like the soulful, natural vibes of certain souls out here. And I'm like, wow. All I see is abundance and nature. All I feel is, being out in a faraway jungle, a safari, a tribal center, wellness center, away from this matrix society with bills and letters and rent and skyscrapers and stuff like that, where I'm away from that. I'm in the rural area. That's what I'm looking to move forward with, and planning the next steps of how to do so, because it's hard, very hard, because part of us is like, hey, let me have a handout, toss me 2,000, toss me 1,000 for here or there, and why do I get that feeling when I'm thinking of that? Probably because of experience, to be honest, of me asking for handouts and, it feeling wrongful and feeling just dependent, I know there's got to be another way to people doing it, vibing with other people, getting along, having some type of connection with some people. And a lot can compare. I have it for inspiration and for focus too, for what I'm desiring to move forward with in my life. Because there's a lot of chips on the table, and on YouTube, yeah, I'm pouring out my heart and positivity and truth and whatnot. And at the same time, like I'm not having a camera over me 24/7, 365, every single breath, every single second. I don't need that. But at the same time, like that's why I do this, really connect and bring out a message to help build a community, be involved in the community, be more present in the community, develop some connections with other people, and to reassure the connection within myself, and just to let it off my chest. Because sometimes if we're just working, we're not letting anything out, any of our true heart expression out. We're just doing a function. Some people working at Jack in the Box or Burger King or in a bank or as a lawyer or this or that or whatever, and I've experienced with several jobs, over 10, 12, 13 jobs, 14, a lot. And it's cool now, and you go through that process of harvest, like, oh, I need to be super the best, focused, on time, super serious, all this stuff, military type stuff. And then after a while, that starts to wear off, more comfortable, more and more you get in there, then you're like, wow, this is getting boring. I'm getting paid the same pay throughout the same period of time, no matter how long I work. I gotta wait another this or that for this amount of money to increase, for $1 increase, for a 50-cent increase. That's why I left a while ago. But it's like the whole back and forth thing. I know I'm going all over the place too, but Lord willing, one day this will all clear out. So I do this because it helps me get out, vent out what I'm going through. Oh yeah, I was just saying about the job thing, because like, sometimes you'll be there and you're just doing the function. If you're a footwear, shoe sales associate, your function is to be focused on helping people with shoes, in a Foot Locker, wherever. You're selling shoes and socks and insoles and stuff like that around that particular function. I don't know how the life is. I don't know how the experiences go. I don't know how the conversations are. I'm just saying from my own experience, it seemed very dull and boring. In actuality, all I envision is just to do what I'm doing now and keep growing it to even more abundant level. To be able to start from home and branch out. To have already some security here at home with the finances, with the rent, with all that stuff, and to be able to build upon that. Generating money while I'm asleep, stuff like that. That's the dream. That's the vision. Not to be, waking up, I owe this person that much money, or this person that much money. Like when you're running out chasing, and it's always gonna keep going. You know what I mean? So I guess that's a dream, is just to make something of substance that begins here, or wherever I'm supposed to be living at, and move forward with that. Because especially whenever we're off the camera, off our job, work, off whatever, we do have some solitude. You know what I mean? Solitude, okay? Like I said, not everything's on camera or whatever, but it still should be transparent, and we still are supposed to be truthful in our true authenticity, true purpose, honesty, all that stuff, like all throughout whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? Just because maybe you have, discussion with your lover doesn't mean that, you need to record that and send all of your fights and arguments and personal information to the whole world. No, it doesn't mean that. But bits and tidbits and, little pieces and parts and, helpful things, that's okay. But it's like, I notice whenever I'm off this, I'm away even from the dogs, away from people, just for a little bit, not in isolation, but taking time alone, I'm able to really sort out my thoughts, my ideas, and just go forward with it. And also you have social media as a tool to help as well, to stay on track, stay focused, stay inspired, as well, because out in the real world, nobody's gonna know what who you are until you realize who you are. They can have hints and helpful reminders and tips and stuff like that, and a lot of bad, terrible advice from a lot of people that don't even bother. But I've learned that at least, and I'm learning that at least doing something, some function, like typing up a book, writing down some ideas and visions, for improving the business that we already have, not even writing it down, but just actively staying plugged in, creating those connections with clients and whatnot. And just doing that helps, because I'm not the type to just stay stuck in to stay on one level. I'm always looking to just grow so much. I'm aware that I have so much more room to grow, every day. That's why I've been so passionate about this in certain circumstances as well, because, it's real. It's very real. It's not the same drab, boring approach, stagnant, stale approach to life. It's new levels daily. It's new brain chemistry, new organ functioning, new everything is like evolving. On this side of things, new word structure and sentences, all of that is different. So, anyways, it's your boy Sky, broadcasting live with the dogs. What up, dog? You wanna play fetch? And we out here.